Hey everybody, welcome back to another Chippa in the third person. I am walking along the banks of the beautiful Flax Pond in Lynn, Massachusetts. Welcome to my extended neighborhood. As I said before, Lynn is known as being kind of a rough area, bad city. There's definitely parts like that, but on a beautiful summer day or spring day like today, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Very lucky, hey ducks, very lucky to live here, and just trying to put some more positive vibes out there for all of you. Hope everybody's doing well. I know that people are getting more and more lax on the mask thing. I am vaccinated. There's probably no real reason for me to be wearing it when I'm out away from folks like I am right now. But it's just my thought process. I want to be setting a precedent, right? I'm doing this for you to keep you safe and all that. So that's my outlook on it right now, at least as of today. It's Sunday. So happy Sunday, everybody. Haven't been getting out and getting exercise as much as I'd like to. I was hitting it hard back in the October, November, December, January time frame when they started the work on our home, and my time was more limited during the day to be in work. I wasn't getting out to do it as much. Oh, can you guys see that? Let's see. Wonder if I can flip it on and it'll still record. That's a great blue heron. That's crazy, right? Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, haven't been out to do this as much. It's been a really strenuous, rough few months since they started working indoors on our house. Definitely put the stress to us as a family, put the stress to me with my job. But we made it to the other end. They're almost done with the work. We're doing really well. I'm starting to get more control over what's going on around me, over my work day. Apologies to everyone who really hoped to get a podcast from me last week. I just didn't get to it. I've got them recorded. I'll get them edited and out there. I just didn't get it out for you to have that week. But you did get an episode of Fighting Films that I do with Jess and Stefan. We've still been hitting those once a week. That was our 12th episode. It's a real good one, so I hope you guys check that out. We're really enjoying that, getting our footing with that. It's a fantastic show, fantastic undertaking with them. Been back to the movies twice. Saw Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong, as it were. And I caught Spiral, which really needs to be getting more love. It's fantastic. It's a Saw movie. Can't change that if you're not into that. This isn't gonna, I think, change your mind, but I think it's worth giving it a chance because it's a good version of what those are, in my opinion. What else is going on? Great big beautiful skies today. It's just amazing. Yeah, interesting things about today. What else? I just trying to get more positivity out there for me. Also wishing good feelings to my buddy Jim, who I don't know if I've talked about on here yet, but I've talked about on other shows I've been on. But he had a few strokes in November. He's recovering from that, diabetes, lost about 80 pounds. He's been in assisted living recently, loving it. Really, his quality of life, mental state has been amazing. But he's on blood thinners because of the heart stents they had to put in. And I guess that makes it more apt for you to bleed if you pull a muscle or tear a muscle. And he must have torn a muscle getting up out of bed or something, real quick. and had bleeding in his abdomen, and so he's in the hospital, has been there for a few days, so can't really catch a break on that poor guy. But we're helping him get better. Gonna go visit him today. Kids are awesome. Wife is awesome. Life is awesome. Just a lot was piling up all at once. I'm trying to do more for me, take some me time here. You know, focus on getting a little healthier. I'm looking all right. Still didn't gain back too much weight, but I'm trying to lose a lot. So that's the goal. Just doing a bit too much eating out without the kitchen and all that. So it's been a little nuts. But yeah, what else can I think about today? Excited to get back to the movies more. It's still weird to be in there, even though cool guy who brought the cool guy. Still happy to get out there, you know, but it's hard, you know, still thinking about, you know, the possibility of how sick you could get and everything that's happened to everybody, but trying to get back to some state of normalcy there. Cinema Salem, where my wife Sarah and I got married, or we got engaged, sorry, we got married at a different theater. But Cinema Salem looked like it was closing for good last year. It had been closed for almost a year, and someone bought it and is opening it back up, and I'm part of the Indiegogo campaign to help bring it back. So look up Cinema Salem, find them, support them. Amazing little movie theater. And they are apparently opening back up Memorial Day weekend, and if that's the case, if you're local and you're there, you'll see me there. I'll be there. So absolutely amazing piece of good news. Get you another look at what we're dealing with here. This is almost the halfway point. But this is Flax Pond in Lynn, Massachusetts. It's just amazing. This is where my dad, it's where I basically grew up. I was here every weekend. So the renovations, yeah. What did we do? What did we do to our house? Well, our house we bought for a little under $300,000 back in 2012. And you know, this wasn't like some gift. You know, people say, oh, you know, it's only a nice house because like the family gave it to you, whatever. And you know, they definitely, my family is a great group of people, but the will said, you know, it either went to one of the sons, or it was sold, you know, at fair market value. So that's what they did. They had the house appraised. I bought it fair and square. It's mine. I own it, and I'm very proud to have done that. So since we bought it in 2012, we had the knob and tube old fuse box, kludged up, electrical upgraded. That was a really expensive job. The family paid for that as part of the sale, which was awesome. But that was a huge undertaking, and we were living there while it was done. Because I moved into the house, kind of rented it to help get it ready in case I couldn't afford it, you know, help the family get it ready for a sale. Then we've replaced all 48 windows. That's right, it's 48 windows in this house. I paid for that. Did the roof, I paid for that. We've renovated, and by renovate, you know, nothing super crazy, but we've stripped wallpaper, repaired walls, lead paint removal sealant on 2 kids' bedrooms. The playroom, which used to be the sunroom, that's the room off to the side, that actually had water damage. There was a lot of work that had to be done in there. Did that myself. That also, all these rooms require removing the plumbing and turning off the radiators so you can get behind them and get that all cleaned up, sanded, and redid the floors in those rooms. Did the living room, which is a huge room. It's probably the size of 2.5 of those bedrooms. Did the dining room, and We did that all ourselves. Now this renovation, what the renovation did is there's a front archway and a front set of steps that was highly neglected and old. This house was built in 1926. My family bought it in 1954, and as is the case when you own a house and you go through economic issues and everything, not every single thing is kept up to date. There's a lot of, bubble gum and duct tape, right? So had to repair a lot of that. So make a long story short, or to not, those steps had to be completely removed and replaced. The archway had to be almost completely removed, just saving the roof and the framework, and replaced. The front stone walkway connecting to the existing flagstone walkway had to be replaced. The roof was repaired because we had a couple storms a few years ago that messed up a few sections, so they did that. Then we did all the siding, all the trim, painted to match the garage to the house. So that was a huge job. Brand new front doorway, keeping the original Sunsplash woodworking there, but painting it. So we did all that. Brand new front doorway. Then inside, a full rip out to the studs and replacement of the kitchen and the upstairs bathroom. And so outside of a side porch that needs some work, and we did some hallway painting upstairs and downstairs. So our master bedroom, the basement, and that side porch are really the only things that need work. We probably need a new dryer. We probably need a new boiler for the heating system, but it does still work. So, we're getting there. And the current appraisal estimate is that these renovations that we've done and everything else, and just the way the houses have increased in value, it's going to put our house somewhere in the mid $600,000 to low $700,000 range. So I think we've done a really nice job on turning around that investment. Of course, a little of it goes into the mortgage, right? You do 6 figures worth of repairs, you got to pay for it. But it's a renovation loan, low interest rate. They work it in, so you're only going up a few $100 a month. But again, doesn't mean that stuff's not tight. Financials are still crazy. All of you who are out there able to help and have been helping by supporting the Patreon and by just sending direct money is awesome. Again, this is my burden. We chose to renovate our house. We choose to do what we're doing, but that's also output that I put out there, and I think it's worth something. I mean, it's not the most incredible thing in the world. I'm not perfect. I'm not great at what I do, but if you enjoy it, that's awesome. Yeah, so trying to get out there and be healthier, trying to be positive. Hope that you guys can continue to support, if you're able to support Cinema Salem also as well. Support my buddy Jim. His GoFundMe's going around because he needs a lot of help. And just, stay awesome. This is Chris Chipman, the Chippa, coming to you from Lynn, Massachusetts. A lot more beautiful than a lot of people seem to think and give it credit for. I'll catch you later. Bye.